Okay, everybody. So on this next one, I'm gonna be back doing the Jabari's. This is called the Preacher and the Bear. So we're talking about before I even was born. This is around my grandfather's grandmother's era. This is like in the 40s, 50s. You're talking about early rap before anybody even mentioned who hip hop was. This is like early rap, and these guys were the first ever group to ever perform a first ever rap song. So many years later, decades later, and rest in peace to all of them. But it's a purpose for me to go back and look at the old tapes and old times. Like I said, this was an era of my grandfather and my grandmother's time. So hey, enjoy, and hey, I'm gonna check it out.
Brother, give me that only time, religion, and brother, that only time, religion. Why don't you give me that only time, religion, and brother, it's good enough for me. My Lord, that's the only time, religion, and brother, that's the only time, religion. Why don't you give me that only time, religion, and brother, it's good enough for me. Yes, just come on, brothers, if you want to hear a story about that preacher and the bear. Gather round, boys, I don't want you to miss none of this here story, cause it goes like this. A preacher, he went out to hunting. It was on one Sunday morning. Though he was one Christian young man, but he took his gun along. Well, the first thing he shot was a bunch of fine quails, and he shot him a nice fat hare. Then through the woods on his way back home, he met a great big grizzly bear. Then the Reverend fell down upon his knees. He sent up a great long prayer. Whilst he cast one eye to the heaven on high, but kept the other eye on the bear. He said, the Lord delivered Daniel from the lion den, Jonah from the belly of the whale. The three Hebrew boys from the fiery furnace said, a good book do declare. Now look here, Lord, if you don't help me, don't you go to helping that bear. He needed that only time, Johnny needed that only time, he needed that only time, Johnny brother, it's good enough for me. My Lord, that only time, Johnny brother, that only time, why don't you give me that only time, Johnny brother, it's good enough for me. Yes, then the bear walked out in the middle of the road, up to the Reverend walks he. That Reverend laid his religion down, he climbed up a tall pine tree. Yes, he climbed way up to the top of that tree and climbed out on a limb, whilst the bear sits down so endlessly and licked his mouth at him. Around about 3 o'clock, the old limb broke. Reverend came tumbling down. Boy, he grabbed his knife, he cut the bear 10 times before he struck the ground. He needed some only time, Johnny needed some only time, he needed some only time, John brother, it's good enough for me. My Lord, that's the only time, John brother, that's the only time, why don't you give me that only time, John brother, it's good enough for me. Yes, then the bear reached out to give the Reverend a hug like you would hug a long lost friend. But old Reverend put on that disappearing act, he went splitting through the wind. Old Reverend went to running like an old hound dog, trying to overtake a hare. He went home at the bed and took 6 naps before his shadow got there. He had that only time, Johnny had that only time, he had that only time, Johnny brother, it's good enough for me. My Lord, that only time, Johnny brother, that only time, why don't you give me that only time, Johnny brother, it's good enough for me. Cease, brother, the preacher made a touchdown.
Wow, y'all! The fact is, I love the fact that I'm actually hearing a real life story. The preacher and the bear. Guess he's referring though. So I ain't gonna get political on here, but I think I can tell what preacher he's referring as. And y'all know, if y'all going out hunting for a grizzly bear, y'all better know what you're getting yourself into, because those bears are not easy to be taken down. You're gonna have to find the right aim, the right shot, they gotta know what place it is to take down a bear, because them grizzly bears are not easy to take down. And you put out the raven. I'm guessing the raven is a big black bird. Y'all know what ravens are. And the story and the poetic and the poetry, I loved it, enjoyed it. Like I said, y'all, I mean, I gotta start getting back and looking at some old tapes and looking at the old times before I even was around. So, hey, this was great. Actually, hearing a story, the poetry, the storytelling, and how clear he went on with it and told it how it is. But yeah, y'all, I mean, rest in peace to all their souls. So, this pretty much made me, learn more. So there y'all have it. I hope y'all enjoy this, and I'm gonna catch y'all with more next time. I'm out of here, and y'all have a great night.